Welcome in, everybody. It is opening day for your Washington Nationals. We are heading to Queens to take on the New York Mets. It is the opening day of the MLB season. So excited to get this started for you guys. Hopefully, we're going to have a nice, successful season. But we got to kick it all off against the New York Mets here in Game 1 of 162. And we're going to get right into it. So, of course, we're going up against Jake DeGrom. 15 starts last season, had a 1.08 ERA. This man is an absolute god on the mound. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to approach him at the plate. Probably going to try to be as patient as possible and take and see as many pitches to try to drive up his pitch count. So Acetus Escobar is going to get it started. And the first pitch is a curveball, and we are off. All right, the veteran Escobar, he's got a 1-1 count now. DeGrom throws at the high fastball, and it's quickly 1-2 as the count. So Escobar's got to find a way to stay alive here. That's a slider away from DeGrom. He swings at it, but he fouls it off. 1-2 now. DeGrom throws. That's a fastball, 100 miles per hour on the gun, and he strikes out Escobar looking. Got to swing the bat there with 2 strikes, especially against this pitcher. You know he's not going to waste many pitches, if any, and that's quickly 1 out. So Luis Garcia is batting second here today. He looked at a fastball at the need, 99 miles per hour on the gun. So Jake DeGrom, man, he's got a arm on him. He throws a slider inside that's at 93 miles per hour. His off-speed pitch is 93 miles per hour. Garcia swings at the next pitch. That's a slider up in the zone. Ground to Lindor. He stops it, but he can't make a play. So Garcia is safe. And Lindor actually comes up hurt on the play. So you definitely don't want to see that as a Mets fan. Luis Guillermo comes in for Lindor here as he limps off to the bench. Juan Soto's up to bat. He looks at first pitch strike. That's a 99 miles per hour fastball. So Soto, he's gonna need to be in that NL MVP race this season if the Nationals are gonna be anything worth watching this season. He looks at the next pitch. We got a 1-1 count here. Throws a circle change there. He looks at the next pitch. I love that tick animation from Soto there. So we skip ahead in the at bat now. It's 3-2 is the count. DeGrom, he throws a slider. That's high in the zone. Juan Soto doesn't offer at it. That's a walk. 2 men on and 1 out for the big bat of Nelson Cruz. So we have a prime opportunity to get some points on the board here if we can just get a base hit. Cruz swings at the first pitch he sees. He fouls it off. He's a little bit late on that one, so he's got to run back over and pick up that bat and try to swing it again. 15 pitches for DeGrom so far in this frame, so I definitely feel like we're running up that pitch count. He throws a wild pitch on the very next one. Both men move up into scoring position. We now have 2 men in scoring position and 1 out for Nelson Cruz. Next pitch from DeGrom is a curveball. That's away. That's off the zone. 2-2 is the count now. DeGrom deals, he throws, that's a circle change, and Soto swings over it. That's a strikeout. And now we have 2 outs, and Josh Bale swings at the first pitch he sees. So DeGrom has an opportunity to get out of this jam. If you're the Nationals, you got to find a way to get at least 1 run on the board here. Bale swings at the next pitch. That's a foul ball. That's a fastball down the zone. A little bit late on that one. Next pitch is another slider. That one's up in the zone, but he's a little bit late. 0-2 is the count now. He looks at another circle change. That's a ground ball right back to DeGrom, and he gets out the inning. We missed out on a big opportunity to get some runs, so we hand the ball over to Steven Strasburg for the first time this season. All right, y'all, so we got Big Strasburg on the mound for the first time this season. Mark Canha is going to be his first batter he's going to face of the year. He throws a fastball inside for a ball. 2-1 as we skip ahead in the count here. He comes back with the ball inside. Looks like that's a sinker inside. Swung at but fouled off. Strasburg is going to need to be that dominant ace for this team to be competitive. Similar to the Soto situation where we need him to pretty much be the MVP of the NL for us to be competitive. 2-2 is the count now. He sets up again to throw it outside. That's a slurve outside corner. It's in the zone. Swung at. And that is the first strikeout of the season for Big Strasburg. So Brandon Nimmo is up now, 2-2 as we skip ahead in the count here. Strasburg's going to set up outside, looks, he throws, he doesn't offer at the circle change down and away, and the count is full with Sterling Marte on deck. Strasburg deals. He throws a high fastball inside. Nemo swings and misses. And that's back-to-back Ks. So Sterling Marte, he's in the deck now. He's in the dish now. He looks at a fastball, 0-1 to start the count. Strasburg is up to 15 pitches in this half of the inning. He throws a sinker inside, looks at it again. That's 0-2 to Sterling Marte. Payoff pitch here. Look to get that strikeout. That's a ground ball right back to Strasburg. He catches it, throws him out with ease, and he's out of the inning. That's a donut on the board. Great start for the guy. Alright, Yadiel Hernandez is going to lead off the top of the second here against DeGrom. He swings at the first pitch he sees. Oh, and what a grab by the outfielder there. That looked like that was going to be a hit, and that is taken away. Look at that dive and extension there. What a catch. So Cesar Hernandez, he's going to be the next batter. We skip ahead. He's got a full count here. Looks like he's taking 7 pitches. That's a ground ball on the shortstop to Guillermo, and he throws out. So quick two outs there. Keibert Ruiz, a guy we're going to look at, and we hope to get big progression out of him as he was part of that Max Scherzer and Trey Turner deal. He's got a 2-2 count against Jake DeGrom. He kicks, he deals, he throws, and that is a base hit. Number 1 of the season to Keibert Ruiz. If you place that bet in Vegas, you should be a very rich man right now. But way to go, Keibert Ruiz. He hits a grounder in between third and shortstop. That is nice piece of hitting there. As we got Victor Robles stepping in now to swing the bat. He's got a full count at 3-2. Jake DeGrom's up to 45 pitches within 2 innings. So we definitely driving up that pitch count a bit. He throws a high fastball, 100 miles per hour, but it isn't off for that. That is a walk. Back-to-back innings. We now have 2 men on base, but we do have 2 outs. Top of the order, Alcides Escobar here to deal, and he hits a grounder right back to DeGrom, and we let him off the hook. But he throws Alonso off the bag, and that is an error. Don't see that too often for DeGrom. That's usually a routine play for him. But he makes an errant throw. Alonso is off the bag. Alcides Escobar is safe. So the bases are now loaded for Luis Garcia. Let's see if we get to runs here. He swings and he strikes out. DeGrom gets out of a bases loaded jam. Alright, we skip ahead here. Bottom half of the second. 2 outs. Nobody on. We got J.D. Davis at the plate. He's got a full count here. Strasburg sets up outside, but he doesn't hit his spot. He doesn't swing at it. So that's a 2-out walk to J.D. Davis for the first base runner of the game, given up by Strasburg. He comes back with a sinker on the outside for a strike. We skip ahead in the count now, 1-2. That's a ground ball. Escobar fields it. Escobar throws, and that's out. So Escobar grounds out to Escobar. The walk doesn't come back to hurt Strasburg, and we move ahead. Juan Soto's up again here in the third. Let's see if he can put the ball in play this time. He swings out a fastball. 1-1 is the count now. DeGrom deals. He throws a fastball inside again. That's fouled off again. So we're a little bit behind. Let's see if Soto can catch up to that fastball and do something with it. He swings and then he hits a liner right to the second baseman for an out. So the big bat of Nelson Cruz is up again. He's got a 2-2 count to start this at bat. He swings at a slider. He fouls that off. So 2-2. DeGrom deals. He throws, and that's a fastball inside, and Cruz strikes out for the second time today. Josh Bale is up next. He's got a 3-0 hitters count. Green light, and he pops it up to the first baseman. So DeGrom gets out of the inning with another 0 on the board. So we switch over to Strasburg now. He throws. He strikes out the first batter he sees of the inning. That's number 3 on the game. 3 Ks in 3 innings. Strasburg is definitely having a nice start to this game. So look at this pitch sequence here. As you see, he mixes up the eye level, and then he finishes them off with a circle change down and out of the zone. That's a nice pitch sequence there. James McCann steps in the batter's box now. He's got a 2-2 count. He swings over a sinker down in the zone, and that's back-to-back Ks for your boy Strasburg. Mark Hanna, he's up again. 3-2 is the count. And guess what? He also gets out via the strikeout. Strasburg strikes out the side. The man is dealing. He's got a no-hitter through 3. And we got a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here in Queens. All right, so we move into the top of the fourth here. Yadiel Hernandez, he starts us off. And then I don't know what I was doing there. I swung at something totally out of the zone and ended up striking out. So Cesar Hernandez, he steps in the dish. DeGrom is up to 76 pitches already, and we're only in the top of the fourth. Hernandez grounds out to second. That's a quick 2 outs. Keep it Ruiz, who's already 1 for 1 on the year. Hopefully we can get another hit and maybe start a rally. DeGrom deals, he throws, and that's a grounder. DeGrom covers the bag, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the best pitcher in baseball. So we switch over to the home half. Here's Strasburg back on the mound. He's got a 2-2 count to Alonso, and there it is. Breaks up the no-hitter as a ground ball up the middle. So no-hitter to start the season, but Strasburg still's got a very, very solid start. That's a nice piece of hitting if you ask me. We skip ahead in the inning now. 2-2. 2 outs, 0-2 is the count, and that's a grounder right up the middle back to Strasburg. So the single doesn't hurt him. He gets out of the inning, doesn't give up a run, but he does give up a hit. So we switch over here. We got Victor Robles leading off the fifth for the National. He swings at a pitch badly down in the dirt, and he strikes out and is thrown out by the catcher. So that's a quick strikeout for DeGrom. Having a pretty solid game, I guess. He's got 6 Ks through 5 innings. So we got Luis Garcia here at batting second with 2 outs here. DeGrom is up to 90 pitches, and that's a quick throw out there. So DeGrom gets through 5, but he's up to 90 pitches here. So we switch over. Strasburg's got to face Eduardo Escobar to start the inning. That's a sinker down in the zone. Looks at it. That's a ball. We skip ahead. 2-2 is the count now. Looking for another K if we can get one. And he definitely does. Circle change out of the zone. Swung and missed. Strasburg matches DeGrom with his 6K of the game. So we come back here. Guillermo, who's filling in for the injured Lindor, he pops up to Hernandez. And I think that's the first piece of contact outside of that hit from Alonso that we've really seen from the Mets here. So Soto's back up to bat here in the 6th. He looks at a 1-2 count. That's an outside fastball. DeGrom is now over 100 pitches, and we're here in the 6th inning. And then he throws a fastball that was very, very hittable, but Juan Soto just flies out to right field. So that's a missed opportunity there to do some damage on a fastball that it looked pretty good to hit. Nelson Cruz, he gets a ball that's good to hit, and he flies it out to left field. So DeGrom is officially out of stamina according to the pitcher bar there, but he's still dealing. That's a circle change that I don't know how I was late on that. Once again, hitting isn't my forte, so forgive me here. But he comes back. That's a circle change, also dead center that I was now early on. DeGrom gets out of the inning. So I'm not doing myself any favors here. Strasburg, he's still dealing himself. He's over 100 pitches as we get up into the 8th inning now. And he's at his 11th K of the game. So we did skip ahead a little bit. Strasburg now up to his 11th strikeout of the game here. He's dealing, man. He's at 109 pitches through 8. He definitely has an opportunity to go to distance. He gets the next guy to pop out to Soto. We just got to get a run, so hopefully we can get a run and get this win, not only for the team, but for Strasburg as well. So DeGrom is officially out the game. Carlos Carrasco, who's listed as the Mets starter, comes in as relief here in the 9th. So we're trying to get some runs on the board, and Soto swings over a pitch in the dirt. So that's a quick strikeout. We got the big batter Nelson Cruz. Hopefully he can hit one over the fence. He looks at a slider. That was a called strike. I don't know how that was a called strike. It barely even touched the strike zone. There's no way that's a strikeout, but he called it a strikeout. So we have nothing to do but to sit down and get the next guy comes up. So Josh Bale, he's got a 1-2 count. He's got some pop. Hopefully he can get the ball over the fence. And no, I'd swing at a pitch in the dirt again. So strikeout, throw out. So we bring in Tyler Clippard, who had pretty decent last year and his start. So he's coming in. Hopefully he can put a 0 on the board. But James McCann, he's going to have to face the top of the order. James McCann leads us off, and he swings over a circle change. So Clippard, he comes in. He gets a strikeout. The Mets can't hit us today, apparently. Brendan Nimmo, he comes in. He grounds it, and that one just gets by Hernandez. So we got a man on with 2 outs for the Mets, and Sterling Marte. He's got some pop. He could potentially win this game with 1 swing in the bat. And then that's another base hit given up by Clippard. Nemo's going to move up to third. So we now got runners on first and third with 2 outs here in the ninth. So we're going to have a quick little mound visit. Just calm him down a bit. Calm him down. We just need an out. Just don't give him anything to put over the wall, please. He comes in, circle change for the first pitch there. Pete Alonso, you don't want to make a mistake here. He fouls off the next pitch. 0-2 is the count. Here is Clippard's got to get an out. Pressure situation here. He throws, he deals, and that's a splitter out of the zone. Strike out. Clippard gets out of the 2-out jam. And we have an opportunity to still win this game as he is fired up. Alright, so we got some extra innings baseball here in the first game of the season. Yadiel Hernandez is going to lead us off here in the 10th, and I try a pathetic bunt attempt. So we're going to act like that didn't happen. We are in the, we do have the extra innings rule enabled, so we do start with a man off on second base. So he grounds the ball to second base. That does move up the runner to third, so that's a productive at-bat for sure. Hernandez comes in. He swings at the first pitch he sees. That's going to be a fly out to right field. And I said, why not? Let's go ahead and tag on that. So even with 37 speed, Josh Bale comes home, and we are officially on the board. All it took was the extra innings rule for us to score. So Ruiz comes in. He flies out to left, and that's going to move us on to the home half of the 10th. Bring in the closing pitcher, James Hoyt here. I did sign him pretty much off the street for him to serve as a closer pitcher for this team. He was part of the Angels organization last couple of years. He was in the free agency pool as a relief pitcher. I converted him over to closer, and he's going to serve as the closer of the team. Cano grounds out to the pitcher, so that's not able to advance the runner. So with 1 out, J.D. Davis comes on here. 2-2 count now. That runner's still at second. That's a slider way out of the zone. Davis swings and misses, and that's a quick 2 outs. So we got an opportunity to win the first game of the season here as we take another look at that slider. Don't know what he was looking at. Eduardo Escobar is trying to keep the Mets alive here in this game. Hoyt offers at him. That's a ground ball to Bale. He stepped on first base, and your Nationals are 1-0 to start the season. Way to go, man. Shouts out to Strasburg. He pitched an absolute gem. So disappointed we weren't able to get him the win. But, hey, nevertheless, the team wins. We only give up 3 hits. They actually had more hits than we did. And we do get the win. Tyler Clippard, who was the relief pitcher to come in for Strasburg in the 8th, he's going to get the win. James Hoyt is going to get the save. And we are 1-0 to start the season, man. So hopefully that's a sign for good things to come. I'm excited. We're 1-0, so we'll catch you guys next episode. Thank you.